Hello everyone, and welcome back to our very small village of Uphill Both Ways, where we are watching as one of our druids, Lord Thunder, communes with the fish in the river and attempts to go ahead and figure out what we can do in order to hopefully grow the village. You think it would be a simple matter of throwing some pips into a tent with some berries and suddenly a baby pops out. How does that happen? How will the world ever know? However, it's actually more complicated than that, considering we don't have any room for the babies, because we might need to collect some bunny blankets before we can have babies. The cost of life weighs heavily upon our spirits, but we will do our best to honor their sacrifice by perhaps making a peace tent or doing anything else that it takes to try to make our pips happy, because we are going to get some fear generated every time an animal dies, since we are playing with the shaman. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing to navigate, let's just say. And we're going to really want to make sure that it's a tissue box for distressed pips if they're crying. Oh my gosh. We could also turn hemp into some hope, or we could also train a performer for the knife stall. I think we're going to try to get that pretty quickly because we need a knife master anyway to be a paper maker, and that would generate hope for basically free, instead of using up a bunch of hemp that I might need in order to make gigantic fans that will help keep the village cool in the middle of this extremely hot summer. But one thing shall simply have to lead to another, and we will see where things go from here. But for now, we are going to need to collect some bunny blankets. However, before we go ahead and train a cook to collect said bunny blankets, we need some tools, which means that Marumello is being trained to gather the tools, because it is one thing after another. But that is simply the story of our village of Uphill Both Ways. And I mean, we have had a lot of great things happen. We've had berry bushes grow because we've been able to satisfy the nature gods, and they've given us their protection from these like evil domains. We've been able to have like barley field, or excuse me, the hemp fields just popped up out of nowhere, which was very exciting. And we even had our understanding of the land expand, and we gained a boon that allows us to have more territory. So I would say we are doing excellently for our little village, and hopefully we will be able to continue to help it prosper. But for now, we cannot train any professionals in more professional skills, and I think right now would be a good time to try to get ahead on the tomatoes, since we are indeed in need of tomatoes to feed the bunnies, which is so cute, and also an important reminder to not have too many of those bunnies at once. Additionally, we could actually spend a little bit of time perhaps with one of our watchers, like Pseudo-Fishy, since we apparently don't have any current heat threats looming over our heads, to go ahead and prepare for where we will place the scriptorium. So that will give our druids a place to go ahead and record the stories that the rabbits whisper into their ears. Because obviously, we already know how to write. Like, are we nature-loving, wandering, druid-ish people? Yes, but of course we have an alphabet, honestly. What do you think you do all day while you sit and watch rabbits? Clearly you journal, you take nature notes, do write poetry, maybe put some fanfics out there. I don't know about what, but you put them out there. And you learn how to write long before those people in the village of Are We There You ever did. So, take that. So this needs a paper maker. The scriptorium will need a paper maker within 1, and it will thrive if there is a knowledge maker within 2. So let's actually add another totem, because that would probably help out quite a bit. And we can put in another little totem, which is a knowledge generator, right over here next to the bunnies. That'll be delightful, and that'll be within 2 of that, so that'll be really nice. All right, well, the time is almost upon us, my friends. The time is almost nigh, where the bunny blankets will be collected, and at least we will have a place to put the little babus who will be joining us. I hope we have enough bunnies. I know that sounds bad, but like I don't know if we're gonna have enough bunnies in just this spot. So I might either need to make more. I might need to make more of the butcher tables, or we might have to like make these wild bunnies move out so that we can put another one of the bunny pens over here. Only time will tell, I suppose. All right, let's see. So we are gathering quite a bit. We could plant some of the tomatoes, maybe. Do we have enough seeds? Yeah, and we have enough water, but there's the totem. And we're gathering the plums from the best plum tree. I don't think we need any of the seeds collected from these little field collectors at the moment. What could we use more of? What could we use more of? Stone. We want to be prepared with the stone. Pseudo Fishy, thank you very much for going forth and gathering up more stone. Clearly, we need to go ahead and do a little research on warehouses, places to store our food sooner than later, so that then we can go ahead and keep preserved tomatoes, I suppose. Maybe they're dried. And plums. Probably vats and vats full of plums. I love the idea of having the prophecy plums here. Prophecy plum juice just sounds like weirdly charming too. And it looks like the time has indeed come. The time has come where Ginger Fury can finally finish the job that they are training for. They can begin becoming a cook. A cook who finds bunny blankets for us. Ginger Fury, we will never, ever downplay your contribution to this village. And also, I probably need to start working on gaining more hope, because fearful things, that actually does generate like a lot of fear. To have the bunnies start disappearing. So I might have these two come and work on just generating a little bit more hope for us for a second. Just saying, that might be kind of useful. Thank you, Gizmo Z. Thank you, your local girl. Gamer, like your local girl, you were really doing like the hard work of being able to go ahead and put a lot of that hope in there from the kiss that you gave Kit Kat, except I think Kit Kat was in one spot and Dino Dave was in another, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but I hope all of you are happy. All right, everyone doing well? I mean, so far so good, and if we can handle it and the bunnies, okay. We're gonna be getting really low on the population of food though, so I do think we need to keep gathering the tomatoes. I think we're okay on the coolness for now. And we do need more tools. We probably need more wood, but because we have a fear event coming up, let's have Dino Dave and Marsh maybe sit and chat. Because not only do we have a fear event coming up, because the omens are upon us, unfortunately. Perhaps what I read in the treading of rabbit tracks through the forest says that we might become quite afraid of something. So might as well build up what hope we can while we can. And also, as soon as we have some tools, train a paper maker, because that would really help out with having the knife guy ready for the performance stand. All right, let's see. Whisper in the wind. We are going to need to make sure that everything is more or less ready. So why don't you come over and do a little bit of wood gathering for us? Well, I think we have enough stones for now, so Pseudo Fishy. Meanwhile, you can come and gather some seeds for a little bit, because we are going to need to replant all of those tomatoes to keep our itty bitty little bunnies fed and happy. All right, the omen should be upon us. We are very scarce on food, but now Ginger Fury has completed their training as a cook. It may require sacrifices we wish we didn't have to make. Uh-oh, are we gonna have a fight? Kit Kat Nat is distressed. Fear threat rises. Gizmossy Chaos insulted Kit Kat Nat. Oh my gosh. Oh no! So they had a little coral. Why is that so cute? Oh, but now they're distressed and we need a tissue box. But we can't cure that without having paper, and we can't do that without having tools. So once again, we go around in a big circle. But Kit Kat Nat, aw. I mean, you've been at the center of a lot of drama lately. Infatuated with your local girl, but maybe that made Gizmosi Chaos, like, jealous, and now you are distressed? How will we calm your nerves, my dear? Because really, we don't really have a lot of time for anyone to feel very distracted at the moment. Let's see, distressed. The hardships of this life can take their toll on some pips, and let's not get started on thoughts of the afterlife. Worried pips need to be reassured that all will be well, even if it probably won't be. Last forever. And every day will add another fear. Ah, I see. We might need to pivot a little. And we might need to have that physician's table. No, wait, not the physician's table, for crying out loud. Looking at the wrong thing. We might need the tissue box to make sure that we can generate some hope. And we also might need to go ahead and have someone become trained in the wonders of being able to wield knives. I don't know if Kit Kat Nat is the best one for that right now, or actually your local girl or Gizmosi Chaos, because they all seem to be involved in quite a bit of drama over there. But at the same time, maybe Kit Kat Nat is the perfect person. They're involved in two really emotional things, and then they could become a performer eventually. So you could even make your own tissues. That seems to come around full circle, Kit Kat Nat. So we'll do our best to try to help you to not feel so afraid of the world. Also, we're gonna need your help, Marsh. And then Dino Dave. We might need more help on the fields right now. And, oh no. Oh no. Ginger Fury. Ginger Fury, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We're gonna try to do our best, okay? We're gonna look away. You find those bunny blankets. You find those bunny blankets. We won't question anything. Just suddenly we won't need to like have an extra tomato for some odd reason. And like we'll be able to go ahead and we will wow, that's a lot of like fear if we aren't able to keep up with that. Grr. Oh dear. Yeah, like I said, don't worry, don't worry. We're not gonna question where the bunny blanket came from. But we're going to be getting 5 of them today, which I hope we can use to build more tents, but I really want to upgrade the tents we have so that we can make use of the best room. Also, I think if anyone's available, maybe, let's see, maybe Maru Mello, if you don't mind luring a little bunny into the area, because we seem to be missing one. Odd how they escape so often, isn't it? But that is indeed what the rabbit hutch happens to say. Look at that. We loved the company of rabbits, but they were quite adept at sneaking out of their hutches. Oh yes, sneaking out. Yes, of course. That is very much what rabbits do. Also, we have a lot of them right now. They're eating a lot of, okay, here, how about nobody eat the tomatoes because the rabbits need them. We're gonna eat the plums, but that means we're gonna need more plums. So your local girl, if you could come over here and pick the plums from the most abundant of our prophecy plum trees. We continue to carry on with Kit Kat Nat. Maybe not the most not risky thing to have the person who's distressed becoming our knife like wielder there, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, what's going on over here? Are you guys insulting each other? Pseudofishy Marsh. Oh no! Pseudofishy is now clueless. Not the smartest? Oh no. Oh no. That's just, oh no. Clueless, new quirk discovered. Then look how many quirks there are. That's quirk 31 out of a bazillion. I can't wait to see more. This Pip is not quite sure how to move within the village. So it avoids ingenuity. So it can't participate in ingenuity events. but it can lead to other things. So maybe that'll really help us out. Don't you worry about that, pseudo fishy. You don't worry about that. I'm sure that Marsh didn't mean it in a harsh way. They just happen to also be, you know, a druid. So maybe they have a little insight and know where you don't need to have a little insight. That's all. The tissue box. Nothing like a fresh tissue to freshen your face and calm your nerves. Excellent. Requires a hope maker within 1. I see. We'll go ahead and get that built somewhere over here. Maybe not for super long, because I might need it in a more practical location eventually. But we can go ahead and at least dry the eyes of Kit Kat Nat in a moment. And then they will no longer have to be quite so distressed. And we will also go ahead and funny that we suddenly found more bunny blankets. So we'll go ahead and start working on the larger tent. Have I finished? No, let's finish the scriptorium. All right, there we go. Is everyone quite satisfied and busy? They are indeed. Don't know if we need that much of the paper as desperately as we need to keep the tomatoes planted, and we need to keep the plums plucked. So let's do that right now. It is a very fine balance to try to maintain the edge of survival here in our village of uphill both ways. But with hope and hopefully many babies wrapped in bunny blankets, we will be able to have the number of people we need to get things done. Also, we will be able to keep a better note of everything that goes on in our village now that we have the scriptorium for our scribblers to go ahead and write down what happens. Excellent. Maybe they can keep track of the, not the bunnies that are go missing in the bunny hutch, obviously, but maybe they can keep track of other things, other happier, more delightful things. We're also going to need more paper. So Kit Kat Nat is going to need to go ahead and make some paper. And let's see here. Here's our scriptorium. And that will give us 5 knowledge as it is, and 6 once we finish making a path that can actually reach this dwelling. So we'll start doing some clearings. Thank you very much, Whisper in the Wind. We're still gathering quite a few of our tomatillos and just keeping ahead on our plums. Pseudo fishy, if you don't mind, we might want to make sure, okay, we're out of seeds. Okay, not enough seeds. We might need more seeds at the moment to be able to have the seeds of the future. And you know what else are the seeds of the future? More babies. And you know what else we need for babies is berries. But look, you just gotta go at the pace you can go at. Oh. There we go. So we are now done with the scriptorium research. We're starting to make a little clearing over here. I like to imagine maybe it's kind of in a bit of a valley. A valley uphill both ways, mind you. But in a bit of a valley compared to like these sides. Just because that seems nice. All right, and then let's build another clearing right here, because that will go ahead and help out our scribblers to make sure that they have room to write somehow. I'm not questioning it, are you? And then, is everybody else occupied? Okay. Oh, hey, and Kit Kat Nat! You and the Watcher can come on over. Pseudo Fishy, you can come on over, and even if you are clueless, you know how to dry Kit Kat Nat's tears, which is just so kind of you, and will also really help out with not generating more fear. Oof. Yeah, we just got a bunch of fear from another bunny blanket. This collection. That's not gonna be good if we have a fear event. That's really high. Ooh, I'm gonna need Kit Kat Nat performing with that knife stat, or else we might become a very terrified community. I see an unknown event coming. The vision is confusing, but there is hope. What is it? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Literally the thing that we have the worst growth on right now. Well, okay. we're going to do what we can to work with this, and at least we are no longer distressed, and we can maybe stop generating the bunny blankets for a little bit, and instead focus on more positive things, right? Right? Like maybe plucking some berries and we can get ready for like a baby boom. I'm sure that's what we should do. Totally. Absolutely. Unquestionably. Oh dear, where are all my... Okay, I'm gonna need some seeds over here. Oh, and we're gonna... Okay. All right. Well, we'll continue to work on this when we come back next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.